Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from SegaCityUniverse.com. So I'm in Long Island in New York, if you've ever heard of it, and we got hit with a really bad hurricane recently that screwed up everyone's power lines. Tons of people lost houses and other people and their family. I mean, it's horrible. Now today we have a little nor'easter, so on top of the people that don't have power still, now we're getting snow, so if you just got it, you might lose it. I mean, it's just terrible. I don't want to stay on such a depressing topic. I'm just touching on it because the snow reminded me of something good. I was thinking of old memories, video game memories at least. The one thing I remember was it was either snowing lightly or starting to when I was walking back, but let me start from the beginning. We have a local video game, or it was a mom and pop rental shop called Eminem Video. A lot of my Sega CDs, if you've noticed during that video where I'm flipping through my binder, have an Eminem Video label. Sadly, the place went out of business. I mean, no one really rents movies much anymore. If they do, it's from Redbox or Netflix or something like that, or streaming. The main thing I remember about the store was, besides picking up a lot of really cool, great Sega CDs, some of them being rare that they didn't know were rare, that were selling me for like $5, like I got a copy of Lunar or something from there at one point. Might have been an extra copy that I had sold just to buy more Sega CD games. But anyhow, one of my great memories was I loved the Sega Dreamcast. I thought it was awesome. I had a couple of friends, a friend Steve and a friend James, and they had it, and they had a boot disc, and they were able to play imports and copies, and I wasn't a big copy guy. I don't like playing, I like playing legitimate games and owning originals and collecting things I like, not just collecting crap in general. Anyhow, Eminem Video had a Dreamcast for sale. I think it was $40, it might have been 30, I don't recall, but they had a used one for sale. It looked immaculate. I mean, most stores at this point, back when the Dreamcast had, I think, died already, so they were selling it. I don't think anyone rented it from them because not many people rented consoles anymore. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, you'd go in, they'd have the new thing, the Virtual Boy, the Super Nintendo, whatever came out at Blockbuster, and you'd rent it for, whatever, $20 for a couple days. But this was a Dreamcast. Nobody really rented consoles anymore, at least I thought. So I went in, I actually walked. I don't know if I wasn't driving at this point, or if I just didn't have a car, or maybe I just felt like walking. I don't really remember. I can't recall. I mean, it had to be, I would say, in my early 20s, or maybe it was like late teens. I was out of high school, I know that. So, don't mind Stella Doro the cat. She just yells about everything. She likes to hear her voice heard. So anyway, I walked in the cold to Eminem Video, picked up this Dreamcast. I think it was in like either original box or maybe like a rental type Eminem Video box. I think it came with an extra controller. I walked back and it either started snowing or it was just super cold out. But I had this awesome memory because of the snow today of walking in the cold or in the snow. If it was such a great memory, you think I'd remember it in detail with this Dreamcast, and I was so excited that I got this thing. I loved the Dreamcast. I started collecting for it religiously, just like I did with the Sega CD, except at one point in life, I got so bombarded with CDs and games, and I had no room left, and I had to sell it. I had to make room. I had no room at this point. I was living with my parents still. I had no room, so I had to get rid of my games. I had about, I'd say, over 200 games, some of the rare ones, some of the imports, like I think I had Rez, I know I had Shenmue 2, that boot disc came in handy at that point for the European releases, and it was just a great console. I think it had a lot of awesome titles, even like the goofy ones, like, what was that, Zombie Apocalypse, is that what it was called, Zombie something, Dynamite Cop. There was a lot of really cool, like, goofy titles for the console. And then the weird little titles like Silver and Blue Stinger and Ill Bleed. I don't think I ever played Ill Bleed, but I always wanted to, or I might have played a little bit of it. But Blue Stinger I did play. So they had a lot of cool titles, and then I love the fact that you were able to play online. I even had a broadband adapter at one point, and I realized there really wasn't much use for it. The web browser only did certain things at one point. I think Phantasy Star 2 supported it, not 1, but 1 was free and 2 wasn't online, so that kind of threw me. I think Quake was online, or Unreal at one point, with the broadband adapter. I forget which one. That was cool. So I just had this really fond memory of walking to the store in the cold and walking back what I think was the start of a snow day with this Dreamcast, and I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing. Sega CD is still my favorite, but I still like all the newer stuff and the older stuff in between and before it even. So I just wanted to talk about it. Maybe send me some video responses or some comments down below of some good memories you have gaming, or meeting up with friends to play a brand new game you brought home. In hindsight, I wish I didn't get rid of the Dreamcast. I loved it. I had, like I said, over 200 games, so I think I was in the 250 mark. It took up so much room, and I was buying games at that point that I didn't even want. I was buying like sports games and fishing and golf, and well, maybe not golf. I don't really buy that usually, but games I didn't even really want, just to have. And when you start collecting just to collect, I find it doesn't mean as much to you. I like when the games actually mean something, the stories that go along with them, or there's fun to be had with them, that you do play them. So at that point, I did get rid of my Dreamcast, I did get rid of my 3DO. I did get a 3DO back now recently, which is what I've been doing the videos on. And I'm glad I bought that back. So who knows, maybe someday. But either way, leave some comments, throw some video responses up of some of your favorite memories, Dreamcast or not. And thanks for subscribing. I'm at 95 subscribers, I'm almost at 100. So I appreciate it. I'm glad that some of you guys enjoy my videos and my waxing nostalgia. So I hope everything's well, and take care. Vampire Mike, SegaCityUniverse.com, signing out.